Hey guys and girls, today's lesson is called the general term of a sequence. So basically what that means is we're going to be still developing algebraic expressions, but when you hear the general term of a sequence, all that means is when you're putting in that variable such as n or t or whatever letter you're choosing to stand for the term number, we're going to be working with that. That's pretty much what that means. Okay, so I'll give you an example. So just say you're given a question that says, determine the pattern rule for the sequence 6, 9, 12, and 15. What you're going to want to do first, because we don't have pattern or we don't have models in front of us, so we can't see what changes or what stays the same, we just have a sequence here. And now we have to determine the algebraic expression. So we're going to do a table of values first. And your table of values will look like this, where you have term number on one side and term value on the other. So now let's fill it in. So your term numbers will always go in order. Start with 1, 2, 3, and I literally have my cat walking on my iPad as I'm doing this lesson. Fantastic. Okay, 4. Okay, come here, you. He doesn't know how to do math. And then we're going to insert our term value. So term number 1, the value is 6, right? Because for term number 1, there it is right there. And then term number 2 would be 9, and then so on, right? And you put in the numbers that are given to you, okay? Now, to determine an algebraic expression, we're going to see what the term value increases by. So from 6 to 9, from 9 to 12, and from 12 to 15, it's increasing by 3. Okay, so plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. And when you have that repeated addition, another way to do repeated addition is to do multiplication, right? So if it's constantly increasing by 3, what you would do in your algebraic expression, we looked at this at the first lesson for this chapter as well, that would take the form of 3n in your algebraic expression. Now we know what it's increasing by, but we don't know what remains constant, right? And that was always what we added to the algebraic expression to kind of finish it off. So for now, all we have to do is this. We have 3n so far, right? There is a chance that 3n could be our whole algebraic expression. Like maybe that's it. Let's try it out. Let's try it for figure number 2. So just say we took 3 and we took out n and we substitute it for the term number. Okay, and then we solved it. And what it should equal the term value, because we know on the other side of the equal sign, that's where we put our term value. Well, 3 times 2 is 6, and our term value should be 9. So now we go, okay, well, that didn't work. But we know 3n is part of it. So what can we do to 3n? Can we add something? Can we multiply? Can we take away? So that 3n either added to something or subtracted or what have you is going to equal 9. So we know that 3, just say we try out for the second term number, right? If you take out n, put in 2, 3 times 2 is 6. Well, what do we have to add to this equation to make it equal 9? Well, if we add 3, then it's going to equal 9. So now, let's try it for the second term number. Take out n, put in 2, plus 3. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Okay, so now we know we have our algebraic expression. And just to be sure that we do, I like to try it out for a couple of different term numbers. So let's try the fourth term number. Okay, so we have 3n plus 3. And this is exactly how I want you guys to write it. So now instead of n, we put in our term number that we're going to try it for, which is 4. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 3 is 15. Okay, and for our fourth term number, yes, the value is 15. So we know that we found a successful algebraic expression. Okay, let's try a different one. So just say we had the sequence 2, 4, 6, 8. And you might be given a question that says, create an algebraic expression for the nth term. And I did address this in my other video. When you see nth term, it means that you're creating an algebraic expression with a variable so that anytime you take out the variable and you put in the term number, we're going to be able to find the term value. And vice versa. If you're given the term value, you're going to be able to work backwards to find the term number. And again, we did do a little bit of practice with this before, but we're revisiting it again. Okay, so on your table of values, term number, term value. Term numbers always go in chronological order. We have 4 terms, so we put 4 terms underneath that column there. Term value, for term number 1, it's 2. For term number 2, it's 4, etc., etc. Now, because all we're given is numbers, we're not given models or blocks to see what changes or stays the same. So now we can only see what it's increasing by. Okay, so we look at our term value. It's the same as in our first lesson when we had our models, and then we could see what stayed the same, but we also saw what changed. And whatever changed, whatever the value increased by, that always took the form as a number multiplied by the term number or by the variable. So we see here it's increasing by 2 each time, right? So it's going up by 2 in our algebraic expression. That's going to mean 2n. So now let's try it out, because maybe we're done. Maybe we have our algebraic expression. Let's try it out for term number 3. If we take out n and we put in 3 for term number 3, 2 times 3 is 6. Well, it's supposed to equal 6, right? That's our term value. So it looks like we found our algebraic expression. Again, just to be safe, we'll try it again. Let's do it for term number 4. 2n, and then 2, take out n, put in 4. It's 8. Yay! It's supposed to be 8. Okay, so now we know that we have found our algebraic expression, and all it is 2n. So we have our algebraic expression, it's 2n. Another question that you might be asked is, use your expression for the general term, right, which means your algebraic expression, to calculate the 25th term in the sequence. So now they're saying, okay, find the value of the 25th term. Well, we know that this variable stands for the term, or the figure number, or the term number. So if we want to find out the value of the 25th term, you take out n, the variable, you put in 25, and that's our answer. 2 times 25 is 50. So we would say something like, therefore, the value of the 25th term is 50. The question that I would like you guys to do for homework is write an algebraic expression for the nth term of this sequence. Okay, and this is a sequence here, 8, 11, 14. So again, you're going to want to do a table of values, see what it's increasing by, put that into your algebraic expression, see if that's all you need. If you need to add something, subtract something to make the term number equal the term value, then you would do that. And then test it out by taking out the n in your algebraic expression and putting in a term number and seeing if you solve it, is it going to equal the term value? Okay, again, watch this video again and again and again and a million times if you need to in order to understand it fully. And I will see you guys or talk to you tomorrow.